Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Slumber Party podcast.
With the Shelly Cat and Fiona.
Yeah. Fiona was crying before we started, so I just picked her up. Figured we'd just start with her today.
Yes, she's a very fluffy black cat.
She's in the mood for some attention, so in effort to accommodate, I will be holding her until she no longer wants me to.
Because we're cat people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, she's a sweetheart. She's a very good kitty cat. She's just very loud.
It's very loud.
And she just wants treats.
And she goes, me.
Yes, she screams.
Oh, she gave me the stink eye when I did that.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Well, she's okay.
Cosita.
See, this is what's gonna get us all the views. Cats. Speaking of views, actually. Cats, like, they were really predominant in really early YouTube.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. I mean, like.
Like, the cat was playing the piano, like, immediately comes to mind. Or the lady that's like, I like cats. I like every type of cat.
It's so weird that, like, we're part of a generation that remembers what YouTube was like when it first came around.
I remember when we didn't have Google.
I mean, yeah. It's just weird to me, especially because I work with youth all the time.
Your youth.
Well, it's the terminology for it.
No. I know. I'm not making fun of you. It's just in an earlier episode you were like, my youth.
My youth.
Also, it looks like I'm choking her right now. I'm not. She's just very fluffy.
It's so fluffy. Oh. Anyway, yeah, it's just weird to me because I'm hanging out with kids between the ages of like 5 and 20.
Yeah.
Just doing the job that I do. And, you know, a lot of them want to be YouTubers when they get older, or...
Yeah, it's a job. Where before it was like,
yeah, it's like,
oh,
it's a
that's a
thing.
YouTuber.
Whereas, like, we're just over here, like, I remember hearing about YouTube for the first time ever. I don't remember how old I was, but I was just like, okay, like, this my friend wants me to look at this thing that's on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do I get there? So I remember typing into the URL bar and typing, I think, like, just the U,
yeah,
and then tube, and it took me to some website for, like, piping. Yeah, it's just weird to me that, this is the only generation that's really gonna have to, that went through that for something that's so popular. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. Like, we're the only one, like, we're the generation that, like, had to go from, like, oh, like, there's this internet thing to, like, oh, you can upload these videos, and, like, they started out as, like...
It's a whole...
Like,
it's a
people
major
putting
part
it,
of our
like...
culture.
They were, like, more, like, tutorials than anything else. Like, it was, like,
Yeah.
one of the first things on YouTube. And then people were like, oh, I can upload, like, my stupid freaking videos here. Like, of my dad getting hit in the balls with, like, a golf club.
Yeah.
It, like, took AFV, and then AFV was like, oh, we can make, like, these videos. And then people realized that they could add other videos. People were doing their skits. And that's what I, like, original YouTube, where it was, like, a bunch of skits and, like, just, like... It was literally our generation just being dumb idiots.
Yeah.
And people were watching it, and it made you feel great, because you were like, oh my god, I have so many friends.
Yeah.
And that's what it was. It wasn't like, you weren't thinking about monetization or anything like that. It was literally like, wow, so many people liked my stuff, that's so cool.
Yeah.
And now it's like, I need to get X amount of views, please like this video, blah, 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 like.
And also, I can't do this thing and this thing on my channel, because then I won't...
Then I'll get demonetized.
Yeah, I won't be monetized anymore, and then I won't get money for because this is my job.
Because fuck college.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's just, it's pretty whack.
Well, it's like, it's one of those things of, like, I have met kids now where, like, I'll be doing something and be talking to one of my friends about a YouTube video, and they're like, "You watch YouTube?" And I'm like,
"What?
Excuse me?
Yeah, what?
It's not exclusively for you, child."
Yes.
Yes, I watch YouTube. And I'm like, yeah, like Jenna Marbles, Shane Dawson, like those kind of people, and they're like, who? And
Yeah,
I'm like,
every time.
Excuse me?
Yeah, right?
What do you mean you don't know who Jenna Marbles is or Shane Dawson? I'm like, they're literally almost like the queen and king of YouTube. And they've been around since almost the start.
I know, yeah. So I remember we went to high school together. Michelle and I did. Not me and Jenna Marbles.
Oh, God, I wish. But, I mean, she is a 33-year-old lady.
33-year-old lady.
So, we would have never been in school with her anyway, because she's just old enough to not be with me and far too old to be with you.
We are 1 year apart, alright?
We're 2
and
years
I just
apart.
I want
Two.
I want any chance that I can get to just be, like, closer in proximity to her.
She's 6 years older than me. That means she's 8 years older than you.
Well, I could always use
That's
a big
2
sister.
high school careers.
Anyways. Yeah, I remember that was one of the things that we, like, bonded over, was watching Jenna Marbles, and the first videos that she ever put out on YouTube.
I would trick people into thinking you're good looking.
Years ago. Yeah, right? Yeah. And I even looked up more recently some of her older videos than that, and I'm like, you're a completely different person.
Oh, yeah. That's the thing, is she kind of went from these, like, that's what I've loved about Jenna so much, is, like, I feel like I've grown up with her a lot, because, like, it did almost feel like that, like, big sister mentality of, like, oh, this girl's in college, like, she's doing all these fun things, like, look at her fun hair, like, look at her cute little dogs, and,
just, like, the way that
she's
she
being
views
an idiot.
The world. It's really cool.
Well, it's, like, it's one of those things, like, she's being dumb and she's making fun of it, which is, I was like, I really appreciate that, but it's also one of those things of, like, somebody, like, I mean, I find her very attractive.
Yeah.
Like, she's a very attractive person.
She's really beautiful.
But, like, when she was in her, like, 20s and that kind of stuff, for me, like, I was just figuring out that I was bisexual at that age. So it was kind of like, she was, like, my first crush in a way, and I was like, this, like, gorgeous woman is such a, like, weirdo. And, like, this person, like, would like me no matter, like, what I look like and that kind of stuff. Or, like, what I'm dealing with. I'm like, she would genuinely be, like, so happy to see you. And, like, that's never really changed, even though her, like, I'm gonna do super wings and, like, jump around in, like a swimsuit and show you what I was gonna wear to Cancun, but I can't go because of XYZ. To, like, these are my houseplants. Would you like to meet them? Like,
this is Miss Keisha.
Just her, like, her growing up, basically. And it's felt nice because, like, she's, like, made it be, like, an okay thing, like, go to college, do your thing, but if this thing works out, hey, why not run with it? Like, it's always been, like, do what you want to do in life. Like, that's kind of, like, been her thing now, at least I feel like.
But just, like, do what you want, too, because I feel like a lot of her videos have been just, like, nobody asked for this, but I'm doing it anyway!
It makes her happy.
Yeah.
And it's just, like, I've loved watching her content
it's
recently.
Time.
Because it's, like, obviously, she's not in her daily life hydro-dipping pairs of Crocs. I mean, she might. But, like, and I'm sure she probably still, like, gets that train out and pulls the dogs around. Like, but, like, this is just, like, her. She's like, I want to go camping in the backyard. We literally watched that video, and I was like, hey, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go camping in the backyard. And we did. We had a camp out. It was great, but then the air mattress started to deflate, and it got cold, so we camped inside.
It got really cold.
There's a difference between camping outside in the Pacific Northwest versus Southern California.
Didn't they end up going inside, too?
No, they stayed outside until it got really hot in the morning.
If you can't tell, we're both pretty big fans of Jenna Marbles.
Yeah. But like I said, it's like the big sister mentality. You saw her get to grow up, and she set a really good example to be like, hey, you can still be weird, and you can be 30 and weird.
And just genuinely a really awesome person.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like, the way that she's viewed the world has, honestly, when I was in high school and watching those videos, like, really shaped how I viewed the world as well. So a lot And I know that when she was younger, she would put out a lot of rant kind of videos, and like it wasn't so much that, although like there, you know, those moments that just stick with you for whatever reason.
Like bitches at the airport.
It's that one.
Yeah.
I don't know why. But now I'm always just like, I can't wear any jewelry whenever I'm going to the airport. Thank you, Jenna.
Yeah.
But yeah, just the way that she sees the world and sees other people, and how to interact with other people, that's always been really consistent for her, and just like keeping general respect for people.
Yeah.
And I think one of the
When you said that, all that came to mind was her like bounce her dick music.
I know. That's I was trying to say that earlier too. It's just fucking awesome. But
I actually had a recommended like really old video pop up where it was her 3 Looks music video, and I was like, yeah, and I was like, does anybody else remember that year where Jenna was just like, I'm gonna make a bunch of random music videos of being a land shark or being an adult or my 3 looks, and I'm just gonna like low key drop that shit, and I'm like, how do you come up with this? My brain does not work this way.
I mean, like, so my brain can be there, but the amount of energy that I have is not there.
No.
And the amount of financial assistance I have is not there. I work at a nonprofit. It means I don't profit.
I mean, we got good benefits though.
It's great. Sorry. We do have great benefits. I just want to be sad, okay?
I know, it's okay.
I just need validation.
It's okay. I understand. It's hard working at a nonprofit.
Yeah. But,
I understand.
Yeah, I don't know, like, my brain just kind of goes all over the place, but I don't have the time or energy or money to be able to do what she does, and that's why it's really awesome. Well, and also, I think part of the reason why I feel comfortable, like, talking about how fucking weird my brain is because I grew up with Jenna.
Yeah.
And seeing her just kind of, like, I get a lot of my vernacular from her, and I get a lot
y'all
of
haven't
manners.
noticed.
Just a bit.
Yeah, I've realized that a lot of, like, because you pick up mannerisms people that you hang out with.
Yeah.
And that's one of those things that, like, I've always, like, weirdly kind of struggled with in a way, like, especially with, like, Shane and, like, Jenna, because they are, like, OG YouTubers that, like, because I literally grew up with him, and, like, Jenna, like, she changed a little bit from, like, the angry, ranting, like, fuck those people kind of thing. And also,
haha, all my jokes are about farts and dicks!
Yeah, to, like...
All about farts and dicks. See what boy, Spider-Man.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's so good.
You're welcome.
Like, her just, like, daily life shit of, like, I'm gonna make my dogs treats because I want to while making them leisure. Like,
yeah.
It's just, like, she's changed that way, but Shane has gone through, like, so many changes.
I never really got into his stuff.
I mean, I get that.
It's not any kind of like, oh, Shane Dawson, that man, I have a thorough opinion about him.
Yeah, no, he just, like, I remember, like, it was, like, the 2008, like, haircut boy thing with the swooped hair.
I do remember that.
Yeah, and just, like, silly skits and, like, all that kind of stuff, like, Smosh-esque, only by himself. And, like, he shares stuff about his life a little bit here and there, and, like, as it get going, like, he talks about, like, his depression and that kind of stuff, and, like, all that, and he, like, lets us know he has an eating disorder, and he kind of starts to open up about more of his life, and then, like, that kind of stuff isn't really doing well on YouTube, so it changes to, like, challenge videos, or, like, his food videos, where he did, like, so many series, like, buying weird stuff online, to, like, his conspiracy videos, to his relationship with Lisa, to breaking up with her, and, like, all this, like, random stuff. Like, his whole life has been on YouTube, and there was, like, one, like, near beginning, middle-ish, I want to say, he was talking about how he's like, I'm not going to be 30 and still be on YouTube. He's 31, I think, now. So...
It's just watch. Some miracle is going to be worked, and Shane Dawson's going to see this. It's just going to be like, he said he would never be 30 on YouTube. And just...
Well, and that's the thing, but, like, when he was like, I'm done doing... Because he did a video every day, 4 years. Every day.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
And then he got to the point where he's like, I'm just going to do the things I'm really passionate about. And he did, like, his serious videos, like the one I showed you with the plane, which was the example of why I'm going to be like when we go to the bachelorette party.
I'm getting married, by the way.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful person.
Like, his series videos, and then, like, the most recent one he did with the palettes, and, like, Jeffree Star and him made a palette. I don't know if you've...
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I've heard.
Yeah, but, like, that whole series, like, I've watched the whole thing. I'm still waiting for the last episode, but, like I said, if some miracle Shane Dawson sees this, like, take your time, dude. Like, it's a lot. But by the time this goes out, it'll probably already be out. But anyway, like, that whole process was a lot. And you can see it to, like, where he goes from, like, haha, I want to kill myself, because he makes those jokes all the time, to, he literally says in one of his videos, he's like, I kind of feel happy. And I'm just like, oh my god! And it meant a lot to me to see him like that. Like, he's like, I kind of feel okay. Like, he's not saying he's okay. It's like, I'm better, depression, goodbye. It's just, he's like,
I'm cured!
He's like, I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, to see that change from, like, literally the teenage boy to an adult who's like, I think I've worked through some stuff. I think I'm doing a little bit better. And it just means a lot. And it's like, because I've literally grown up with them too, they almost feel like friends who have no idea who I am. Which my sister was like, honey, that makes you a fan. And I was like, but it doesn't feel that way. Because I'm not like, oh, I want to go get their autograph. It's like, I want to text them and make sure they're okay. Like, I want to have a conversation. I want to hang out. And not like, oh, God, I don't hang out. Like, no, let's go get some vegan shit and go to a dog park or something. I don't know. It's just what it is.
I mean, like, so I know for a fact that I have a hard time controlling my reactions when I'm really excited about things. So,
it's a lot of...
as much as I would absolutely love to meet Jenna and Julian, it would just be a disaster. Like, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is Julian and I are the same age.
Oh, yeah.
He's a little bit older than me because his birthday's in April and mine's in November, but we're both 20. Well, like, Bobby's 27. I'm 27. Wait, I am 27. Whoops.
It's fine. We know our ages. We're fine.
But yeah, so we're the same age. So, like, a lot of things that he talks about I, like, really identify with as well because we're the same age. But, like, he's an Aries, so I don't get that. I am not an Aries.
Yeah.
So, it's just, like, it's weird. Like, it's funny enough as, like, Jenna's relationship with him made me consider dating younger men.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cute.
Because I'm kind of, like, I don't feel like I'm the same as Jenna. Oh, no. Far from that.
I think you're even better.
That means a lot. After we just, like, we just blasted up Jenna. Wow. That means a lot. Anyway.
Jenna is one of the best people on this planet.
Apparently I'm better. Anyway. But no, like, to see the dynamic of, like, I just, like, it's making me a little bit more open to it. Because there might be some, like, I don't know, they're, like, 6 years apart. So, like, 21-year-old that's, like, really chill. I don't know.
Stranger things have happened.
We'll see.
It's up to you in your life.
Yeah,
so,
you know. But I might give them a chance instead of blocking them.
Yeah.
You never know. We'll see.
Well, see, I think what you gotta do is you have to go to a bar and wait until some cute bartender comes up. Or no, wait. Was Jenna working at the bar?
No, Julian was working at the bar.
Julian was working at the bar. And that guy has to have a mom whose dog is really cute. I think that's how it went. And I'm just trying to quote how Jenny and Julian.
I know what you're trying to talk about. I think it was something like he knew his mom because of something.
And then she was like, "Where the fuck is Puppy?"
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think the dog's name was not Puppy. Was it Puppy?
I don't remember.
Where the fuck is the adorable dog?
Yeah, but it was something about a dog.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not gonna happen. But yeah.
Stranger things have happened, Michelle.
We'll see. We'll see.
But
yeah, it's just like they feel like friends, like more so than just like the people that I admire. Although I do admire them very much. Yeah, and I would love to meet them and hang out with them. Like, hey, scroll the internet for things that nobody watches. Hi. I love you.
So one of the other YouTube, I guess, like, accounts, people, groups.
YouTuber.
That I
YouTubers.
really like. Yeah. Yes. YouTubers. Is the Game Grumps. I'm huge fans of them. And
you've actually gone to see their shows.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're a really big part of mine and my fiance's life, because he introduced me to, like, just gaming YouTubers. So, like, Markiplier and Game Grumps and Jacksepticeye and honestly Soviet Womble, which it's horrible. It's great. But yeah, so it was just. I already know I don't do well in the presence of celebrities that I care about. And because there's a lot of celebrities that I don't care very much for. But,
that's a story for another day.
This is another story for another time. No, I did get to see, my fiance and I went to see, the Game Grumps live show, which was... Like, I don't want to spoil anything for anyone who wants to go to one of their shows. It's just, if you see the idea on paper, you're like, that sounds fucking dumb. And then you, like, actually go to the show, and it was one of the most entertaining shows that I've ever been to. It was just, it was awesome. And they were so close. They were just on the stage, and I'm, yeah. Sorry about ears. But, yeah. Then we got to see Scribble Showdown, which, was just kind of like it was a Scribble Showdown with some YouTube animators. So it featured, Aaron Hansen was, kind of hosting the whole thing. And his artist name is Ego Factor, I think. And then, which, like, sorry if I butchered that. I'm a huge fan of Aaron Hansen, but I didn't know his art when he first came out. So I'm not familiar with his artist name and all that jazz. But also there was Jane Animations, Odd Ones Out, Domix, and Rubber Ross, which I think he goes by a different name as well. But it was just... we were so close. We got VIP tickets because I was like, you know how I'm, like, poor all the time? This is worth it. Yeah, and they were like 4 rows away, and they were so close. And Aaron, like, straight up, I could see the bags under his eyes from having to, like, go through the entirety that is hosting that show over and over and over again, and traveling so much, and also, like, working around, because it's his company that kind of helps produce those YouTube type shows. Because the whole thing that you can look into from their stuff. It was awesome. It was right there, and we got the opportunity to ask questions if we wanted, but I didn't want to, like, waste his time, because I felt like I was getting that that kind of, like, complex where celebrities that you care about are almost godlike, and I'm like, they're just people. Remember, they're just people. They're not gods. They're just the people like you, and I'm just really excited to meet them, because it's like that person that I've gotten to know so well, and who has no idea who the fuck I am.
Yeah.
But you know, if by some miracle, Aaron Hansen and Dan Avidan, if you're ever watching this, the question I wanted to ask was, what D&D character would you play? Because I play a lot of role-playing games, and I was just wondering.
That sounds so wrong, even though I know what you mean. I play a lot of role-playing games.
Oh, no, not... I mean, like...
D&D,
Dungeons
Pathfinder,
and Dragons,
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, Yeah, I play 3 games a week with
It's
that.
a lot. She never has time.
A lot. I don't have time for anything ever.
Just, you role-play games.
Just my role-playing games. Which I would love to talk about in another episode.
We can talk about
all
D&D
my
in another
characters.
episode. Yeah. It's a lot of fun. I don't know, I've always, as much as YouTube can be a toxic place as far as like comments and like all that kind of stuff, I feel like the original people like are kind of like showing the young ones like, hey, this is how you do it, because a lot of people have gotten famous on YouTube and then disappeared because of such and such X, or they just couldn't keep viewers because they got bored or whatever. Well, people like Jenna, like, again, another example of stuff, like, she does what she wants and people watch it because, like, she's just so genuinely herself. And I think that's really what, at the end of the day, I feel like that's what humans find attractive. Because the channels that have lasted the most, like, yeah, they'll do the gimmicky stuff every once in a while, like, my boyfriend does my makeup tag, or, like, anything like that, but they're just themselves. They're doing it in the way that they want to do it, not necessarily in, like, the, babe doesn't know what, like, this brush does, how silly. Not making fun of anybody that does stuff like that, but I'm just saying, like, Julian being like, I bought a beauty blender that I'm gonna eat now. Calorie-free marshmallows. Like, it's just... Yeah. I think at the end of the day, we just really do appreciate the genuineness and, like, just their stories. Like, we like being a part of their lives in a very, like, almost low-key way. They're the friend you don't have to, like, put the effort into. Besides watching.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
But, I mean, like, I know there will probably come a day when, like, Shane or Jenna or any of the older ones, like, they just, like, are like... I'm done, basically, or like, this is my last one, and it's gonna be sad, because you're not gonna get any new content from them, and you're never really gonna get updates.
I'm never gonna know what's, like, I've grown to care about these people, and, like, what's going on with them, and...
It's literally, like, I look forward to Wednesdays/Thursdays, because I know I'm gonna get a video from her, I'm gonna see, like, how she's doing, or if, like, it's, like, I really did appreciate the video she put out, where it was, like, I tried 2 things, neither of them worked, I'm very frustrated, I'm just telling you this is what it is. Sometimes things don't work.
Yeah.
I was like, I really appreciate that, because it did make me feel better, because I was like, how do you come up with these things? And when she was like, I go through sometimes multiple things, and then all kind of stuff, I was like, that makes me feel better, because I was like, damn, how can somebody be so creative? I mean, like, she's still really fucking creative, but, like, it made me good to know. It made me good to know?
It made you good.
It made me feel better to know that even somebody like her struggles. So.
Yeah. It had to have been probably 2011, 2010, somewhere around there. I, for some reason, just remember a specific video that she posted for that week that was just like, hey guys, I'm just not feeling great. I'm just not feeling like myself this week, so sorry, not gonna put out a video, but I'm just not feeling like myself. So I'll see you guys next week. And just to...
And I think she even played some extras.
Yeah, just something, I don't even know. I just, like, that stuck with me because I'd grown to care about who she was and what she was going through so much that I wanted to, like, follow up on that and be like, okay, like, hey, pal, do you want to talk about it? Like, do you need support
What
right
can
now?
I do to support you?
What can I do to support you right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just seeing people who it seems like they're just in the limelight all the time.
Yeah.
Going
but in
through
a weird
very
way.
human things. Yeah.
Because, like, paparazzi is not following them around.
No.
It's just, it's a weird culture, and, like, I mean, when I was younger, like, I definitely wanted to put videos on YouTube, but
Here we are.
Yeah. But it was one of those things of, like, it was, like, I was scared to put myself out there, because I was like, nobody's gonna watch me do anything, and now I'm just at the point where I don't care if anybody does or not, but I just was like, nobody's gonna watch me, I'm not entertaining, I don't have, like, interesting things, like, it's not gonna be a thing, so it was, like, I was scared to try, and I wish I would have done it, because, like, I feel like the journey that I've been through, the things that I've done, might have been interesting to somebody, maybe helpful to somebody, and that might have sparked some interest somewhere. It's not about the money or anything like that, but I feel like everybody has this desire to be known And, like, yeah, I would have enjoyed that. Mm-hmm. I don't know how I would have gone about it, but, because, I mean, my first YouTube channel, I think I called it My Otter is Cooler Than Yours.
That is so cute!
And that was before you, like, needed an email. You was just doing username and password to make a YouTube account.
Yeah.
I don't think it exists anymore, but I was like, I, like, made videos and was like, and remember, My Otter's cooler. And I was like,
you are such a ham!
I, like, didn't even talk about anything important. I think I was like, oh my god, my teacher today, she was so mean. She gave me, like, 3 pages of homework. Because I was a child.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
But yeah, I don't know, I appreciate all the YouTubers in a way.
Yeah.
Except for some.
They kind of built an industry and a culture, and I mean, like, people posting videos on YouTube created that culture, but I feel like it was the people who regularly uploaded and kind of paved the way for that entire, I guess, branch, like that career path, to be honest. People can think
about making it a liable career.
Yeah.
Because now it's like, it's about marketing yourself and like all this kind of stuff. Like getting your name out there, putting in clickbait titles that people will search for or look on or whatever. Do a challenge that's trending and that will get you into more recommendation boxes. And that's, I'm not gonna lie, we'll probably do some because we do want people to watch this. We don't want to just sit here and talk to each other and then like nobody view anything.
Although
shout out to our 18 viewers from the first one.
I am one of them. I actually just watched the first episode and just saw my face and heard my voice and was like, I can't do this.
I'm the one that edits it because I hear it all the time. At this point in time, I've gotten so used to hearing my own voice that, like, I just accepted this is what I sound like.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm working on how I look, but this is what I sound like.
You're so beautiful.
Yeah.
You're beautiful, we're sunshine. I love you.
I don't know. The thing is like, for the algorithm, if you want to go by that, our videos would be very less likely to be mentioned because they're long. They are an hour long about. So.
I'm not gonna lie, I genuinely hope that this doesn't explode. Like, sorry, that sounded bad. Because I have spent years now working with youth, working with people that I have to uphold a professional relationship with.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, don't get me wrong. So what I did and still kind of do is called, I was a peer counselor. I was a youth partner. And that position basically kind of means that I use my personal story in mental health and mental health recovery with youth and teens and young adults to kind of like partner with them as they're on their path to mental health recovery and kind of be like, I mean, basically I just kind of look at them and I go like, shit's fucked. Me too. We're going to be great. Yeah. And so, I like, don't get me wrong, like, I'm pretty genuine in my job. But I'm sure there's going to be some content on here that I'm going to look back at and be like, oh my god, I hope so-and-so doesn't see that at any point.
There's a level of professionalism and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, for my position, it doesn't really matter for me. So, as long as I'm not out here, like, being racist, homophobic, or anything like that, which I wouldn't be anyway.
Like, that's
racist. Yeah, but the thing is I'm not that in my daily life either, so that doesn't matter for me.
Yeah.
But, I mean, yeah, like, anything you put on YouTube, somebody can find it, so if you're, like, looking for a job or whatever, and they, like, look around for you, and they find this, they're like, what do you mean you want your parents to be prostitutes? Not prostitutes, porn stars.
Not the same thing.
No, not prostitute, sex worker is the correct thing. But, yeah, like, it's that whole concept.
Yeah.
Somebody dropped something, but it's fine. Yeah, so... My house is haunted. Yeah.
Also, other people live here.
So, I like YouTube. I appreciate it for what it's done.
It's just really cool.
I mean, it's also kind of fucked up. Like, don't demonetize people that don't deserve it. But, like, I see you, Susan. She's the CEO of YouTube.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's why people go, Susan. It's because they're talking to the CEO. Like, another YouTuber that I really enjoy, and again, it's because they're so genuine, is Simply Nailogical. Christine with no H. And I like her model because, like, she's still... Hello. I'm actually wearing her nail polish. That was not planned. Yeah, one coat black. And the super glossy taco. And she started later in the game, but she did have a following on Instagram before she started. And she is somebody who is, like, genuinely herself. Like, she did the nail art, but she was getting bored with it. She was like, going to do something else. Then her nail broke, and she was doing all the fun things, and then she didn't want to do nail art. Mostly because, like, you know, you want to do it when it's for you, not because you have to. And I've enjoyed her content and how she's changed. Like, we literally watched a video not that long ago of her mixing her teas together.
That sounds like such a good idea.
Love tea. I love tea so much. And, like, I didn't even know about David's tea until her, and I felt bad about that. Because I love tea so much. But, like, I just, like, she's so genuinely herself and as well. And, like, she works a full-time job and does YouTube.
Oh, I know. How?
And she doesn't need to work a full-time job. She makes more money off of YouTube than she does her full-time job. But I'm like, oh my god, somebody works an actual desk job and does YouTube. And I was like, why can't I do that?
Yeah.
Which is why we're here.
Yeah.
So, she's been a pretty big inspiration to me. And she just, like I said, her nail polish line. And she's got a holiday version coming out tomorrow. Not tomorrow. That was a week ago. Oh, whatever. It came out on a Saturday. I bought it, so. Yeah.
Proud of you.
That's the other thing is like, if Jenna had merch, I would buy that shit.
She did for a little bit. She had the
dogs.
Dog pop sockets.
Yeah.
And it looks like I'm like, just holding
the war.
The crying war.
Yeah.
The nasty war.
But, like, I didn't really have, like, a smartphone when those came out, so I was like,
yeah, that's true.
So,
yeah.
But they don't have them anymore. And, like, I know she's talked about it before where she's like, I just feel like people can be shady, like, all that kind of stuff. But, like, I would wear, like, something that said, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think that would be cool.
I want to be tall.
Like, Shane, when his new merch store came out through Jeffree Star's killer merch site, I have tried 2 separate times, and I say 2 separate times, no, 3 actually, because there was like a mini restock, to buy his merch, but they keep selling out before I can buy it.
What a first world problem.
I know. I can't buy the YouTubers. I like merch. Oh god, so loud.
Sorry for your ear blood.
But no, like seriously, like I like his hoodies. I want to buy them. They look so soft. I want to wear it. I want to like support him and like give him my money. Like when the palette launched, I don't do my makeup that often, but you bet your ass I tried to get one.
You never do your makeup ever.
I do it sometimes.
I've not seen it in a long time.
My graduation 2 years ago, and then like the other day, I sent you a picture.
That is a long time.
That's not a long time.
Your graduation was 2 years ago.
Yeah, but the picture I sent you was like a month ago.
Yeah, that was a month ago.
Yeah, and then my sister did it that one night too.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't count. That was your sister doing it.
But I like to do my makeup. I like to play around with it.
Yeah.
I don't like to wear it on a day-to-day basis. No.
Also, can we just talk about the fact that there's a color called like Diet Coke or Diet Pepsi?
It's Diet Coke.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but I couldn't get the conspiracy palette because it sold out so quickly. I got the mini controversy, and when I get that, we're gonna play with it a little bit.
Okay.
Because it's cute. I did find out from my sister that she actually got me the controversy palette for Christmas. Yeah, she got one of the pre-orders. So when that comes, we can play with that too.
That's really sweet.
But yeah, I'm very excited about that because like, but I also bought the lipstick Shane, so I will be wearing that in another episode.
Yeah, I feel like the whole YouTuber thing is just something I've not really been.
It's funny because like I said, I'm not really into doing my own makeup, but I really like the beauty community. That being said, I like the outside beauty community where it's like Jenna trying to be a YouTuber.
Hello and welcome to Jenna's Ratchet Salon.
Simply Nailogical being a YouTuber with Simply Face Logical, like that kind of stuff. And I really I've always liked Jeffree Star. I watched him on MySpace because I am that old. And like he was somebody I followed and I was like, oh my god, he's so fucking hardcore. I love it. I'm so emo. And I loved his music. Like I was sad when he stopped making it.
Aww.
Like I really did enjoy it. And I was pissed at Kat Von D. Like they had beef.
Oh.
Yeah, like big beef.
See, I don't know. I'm just like...
I know, you don't care. Like, you don't watch. But I've, like, followed it, even though I don't do it often, like I said. I enjoy watching people do it. I think it's so fascinating and how people can do the stuff they do, because I cannot. It is not a skill I possess.
It's practice.
I mean, I know it's practice and that kind of stuff, but there is a bit of skill that comes with it. Of, like, knowing what colors blend well together, and I'm freaking colorblind, so, like...
Yeah, I forget about that.
I also have weird eyes because I have like these large flaps that make me look like I have Asian blood, and I'm white. I'm really white. I'm really white.
You've got some Native American, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bit.
That's where the high cheekbones come in.
Yeah, it's where my face structure comes from. Like it's enough, and then my hair. This is my natural hair color, black.
Yes.
But, like, yeah, it's not, like, enough. And I mean,
so...
I'm darker than most white people.
The one time that I did your makeup, so makeup tips, I don't know. I'm not a YouTuber, not a professional. I just like to do makeup
Booty
sometimes. So, since you have such high cheekbones, basically when you put some powder on your eyes, it's gonna go onto your cheekbones, and so that's why you should do your powder first onto your eyes and then do the rest of your face.
Yeah.
But also you just have what's called hooded eyes, so that just means that when you put colors on you're gonna want to keep your eyes open so you can mark where the colors are so you can see them. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's the tea. If I had tea I would sip it, but I just have a Slurpee.
She's an empty Slurpee, folks. That's a sexy noise. But yeah, no, I like being able to support them and buying their merch because it does support them. And like I watch their ads unless they're like 83 minutes of the People's Choice Awards. I'm sorry.
Or even just like 2.5.
I'll do 2.5.
I won't.
But if they're like 10-minute videos to get to the 10-minute video. No, man.
Not worth. Sorry.
But but for the most part, like, yeah, I'll sit through the ads. Usually it's like, oh, there's an ad, I'll do something else or like do whatever I'm doing, and then I'll go back to looking at it once the ad's done playing. Because I know it does help. And it is hard. Sorry. It is hard to get monetization as well. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Because you can get demonetized for very easily reasons. Like Jenna said that the video she had where they floated marbles up into the air got demonetized. And it's like, why? It wasn't animal abuse or anything like that. He did not care.
He was just having a good time.
He was chilling. He was like, finally I'm away from those dogs.
Well, everybody in the comments, is he dead?
Is Marbles even alive? Jenna, I'm concerned for you. Playing with a dead dog isn't helping. Yeah. I don't know. I just appreciate them, especially Jenna, because she's always kind of been there. Even though she takes her 2 weeks off at the end of the year. Like, I get it. She deserves it.
It's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Like, you get vacation time with any other job.
Well, that's the thing is, like, her and Julian went on vacation this past year. This summer, yeah. And she was like, I'm gonna go on vacation, just so you all know.
Have a good time.
And, like, she was like, like, don't worry. And, like, I was like, you haven't been on a vacation in how long? What? And I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna be upset. There are other videos of hers that I can watch, and I will rewatch them, and I have rewatched many of them.
Yeah, I don't understand. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand when people in comment sections don't consider that the person uploading videos
is a person
who has the same needs that they do. Like, I don't know. It's yeah. It's rough out there for people who have a hard time empathizing. And then you got this thing.
It's almost like, in a way, people who have grown up with YouTube being a thing, that they almost feel entitled to the videos.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have to do this. This is the thing. This is why you get paid for it. And it's like, no, they don't have to do anything. Jenna has a master's degree in psychology, or, like, sports psychology.
Mm-hmm.
She could go work in any field and make a decent amount of money. She could be a consultant at this point on how to market yourself.
Yeah, and I mean, like, it's
schools
not
do
like,
invite her to have talks.
I think that kind of comes from feeling like you're a YouTuber's boss.
Yeah.
Because YouTubers don't.
Oh, if I don't watch your videos, you're not gonna make any money.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the other 20 million.
Unsubscribe.
Yeah, the other 20 million of the other ones will watch it.
It's fine.
Because, like, she just hit the 20 million mark.
Congratulations, Miss Marbles.
Not just, but she did. Yeah. She's at 20 million. Which she took a nap for, which was beautiful.
Oh, yeah! I saw that. I don't know. Sometimes I just, like...
You're here for the content. Yeah. You just don't really, like... It's like, yeah, I'll watch you take a nap.
20 million subscribers. To try to take a nap.
Yeah.
Jesus. Anyway, I feel like we've dedicated a lot of time in this video to Jenna Marbles, and she's, wonderful and great.
I really appreciate her.
There's a lot of really great YouTubers out there, too.
Well... Thanks for joining us this week, you guys. We really do appreciate every time you watch.
Sorry, not sorry if this was boring.
Yeah, we
have 18 viewers, so...
All 18 of you, we love you. Anyway.
I'm one of them, so it's 17.
I'm also one of them, so it's 16.
16. I'm actually, honestly, very surprised that 16 views, for 16 views. Who's watching?
I don't know, they didn't leave any comments.
What?
But leave a comment. Like the video.
Yeah.
Subscribe to our channel. We put out new videos every Thursday. Granted, it's usually towards late on Thursdays because we live in the Pacific Standard Time, so we're like one of the last ones. And
also, this isn't related, but I'm just really proud of this. I made cupcakes. And
they're cute.
They're strawberries. Also, they have been out for 5 days, so the dye in the frosting has seeped into the cupcake.
It's bleeding.
Yep.
Also, Fiona's sleeping.
Oh, Fiona! That's significantly more important than fucking cupcakes.
Subscribe. We'll see you next week.
Subscribe!
Bye!